Leshrac's past remains a mystery. And while we do know what he is now, we don't know what he was before he was warped by his own discoveries. But here's my thoughts on what Leshrac used to be. I personally believe that Leshrac was an Aglodi philosopher before he was warped to a powerful elemental. Let's start by taking a look at some parts and aspects of Leshrac that may possibly hint that he used to be an Aglodi. At first glance, Leshrac lacks any features of the Aglodi. There's no such thing as Aglodi centaurs in the Dota 2 universe, and he doesn't have the red or light brown skin of the Aglodi. However, we can see a semblance of an Aglodi in his face. Take a look at his facial structure. He has a wide, flat nose with a short bridge that nearly makes his eyes and nose aligned in height. That also makes his face small in proportion to his own head. His deformed chin is lined with a thin white beard. His eyes glow yellow, making a contrast with his ethereal blue body. Lastly, he has a pair of long pointy ears that would make most elves jealous of him. Does all that look familiar? All the features that we see on Leshrac are also seen in existing Aglodi people. Axe, Disruptor, Warlock, and most likely Lifestealer all have some, if not all of these features. What's common among these Aglodi heroes is the wide flat nose that they have. While Disruptor has blue eyes to symbolize his powers over storm, the rest of these Aglodis have yellow eyes. Even Sorla Khan from Artifact has them. Also, the male Aglodi can somehow grow a white beard even though they aren't old enough, like Disruptor, who is quite young for an Aglodi. But if you aren't convinced about his physical features making him an Aglodi, there's still some more proof hidden in his biography. Reading from his bio, we learn from it that Leshrac was a philosopher. And what other race in the Dota 2 universe has philosophers? The answer would be the Aglodi. When Artifact was released, we learned more about the Aglodi race thanks to the lore of the Red Mist Mall. Have a listen.
Long ago, the Aglodi capital was a shining beacon of art and philosophy. And then they met the Tarnsmen, a barbarous group of demon worshippers. The Tarns lay siege to the Aglodi's great city, sating their bloodlust on any they could find. It was a massacre. The battle ended only because the Tarns grew bored and left a great civilization in ashes. Ever a resilient people, the Aglodi rebuilt and started again, referring to the razing of their capital as the Bleak Day. But for some, rebuilding was not enough. They believed that forsaking the martial in favor of the esoteric is what led to their downfall, and so they left and formed the first Red Mist Horde.
A shining beacon of art and philosophy. Esoteric culture. Could it be that Leshrac was one of these Aglodi philosophers before he was corrupted? It seems very likely with the previous evidence. To sum it up, Leshrac is an Aglodi, or at least he used to be one, until he became an elemental. Even after his transformation, he still retains the Aglodi features, such as yellow eyes, wide flat nose, and pointed ears. We also know that he was a philosopher, and so far, there isn't a race in the Dota 2 universe that's known for its philosophers other than the Aglodi, whom Leshrac might have been a part of before his corruption. Just remember that this is just my theory, and it doesn't actually reflect what Valve meant for this hero. But we should remember that all theories can either be true or not true, so we must be open to the possible outcomes of this theory. That's about it for this video. If you like this one, then you should expect another video where I'll try to discuss about another hero who may be an Aglodi. Until then, I'll see you on the next one.